Parler is getting the green light. Apple approving the social media company's return to its App Store after changes were made to detect and moderate hate speech. Here now to discuss is Carleton English, Barron's financial markets reporter. Carleton, really good to have you here. Let's start with Parler. Is this big news? Parler's back on the App Store. Good news for Parler, or is it too little, too late for them?
Well, thanks for having me on. And, Parler is back on the App Store. I think that will get a lot more people on the platform. But of course, it's been down for about 2 months or down on the App Store, I should say, for 2 months. Anyone who's familiar with social media, it knows that you really need that momentum of the platforms in those early stages to build users. Whether or not what happened is enough remains to be seen, especially in light of some of the changes in moderating content, the ability to remove content, whether or not that might push some users away from the platform.
It sort of feels like a restaurant being open at 25%. You get to do a little bit of business, but they're not on Google's platform. Obviously, Amazon's not working with them. So how much can Parler gain? How viable can their business be just standing on the one leg of being available on the App Store?
Exactly. The issue that they face with hosting the Amazon Web Services, that's huge. I mean, there you're talking about, the highways that this stuff runs on. Whether or not you can access the app is a different situation. But, the ability for the app to even work, I think, is a much bigger question than whether or not people can use it.
All right, Bitcoin, got to talk about Bitcoin. Prices of Bitcoin taking a hit over reports of potential government regulations. Now, if regulations are going to move Bitcoin like this, then it looks to me like a very bumpy road ahead, because there are more and more governments taking what look like could be very hardline positions. What's your take?
You have a lot of things working against Bitcoin right now. In the U.S., the potential regulatory crackdown. In Turkey, you have the situation where they're curbing the cryptocurrency. One, they say for consumer reasons, but also because Turkey's currency is, also failing. So they want to kind of have that control there. You also have problems with mining. So for Bitcoin, it really is a tough time for this cryptocurrency. It seems that as it takes steps to becoming more mainstream, as more and more banks and other financial institutions seem willing to use it, that's also going to start to raise regulatory red flags. That's going to have more people looking at it, more scrutiny. So it is, as you said, going to be a very rocky road for it ahead. And also, it was at 65,000. Some people just want to take profits, and you can't blame them for that.
Yeah, we shall see. Rocky roads in the past have actually turned into big gain opportunities for Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens there. I've got to get your take on this. Peloton stock sinking on safety concerns. The Consumer Product Safety Commission issuing an urgent warning calling for users of Peloton's Tread Plus treadmill to stop using the machine immediately if they have small children and pets, after multiple dangerous incidents with the machine, including one child's death. Carleton, I don't understand why this is an issue specific to Peloton. It seems to me, and I've seen the video, it's horrific. But if this is happening with a Peloton treadmill, isn't it a risk for all treadmills? At what point do you have to accept the risk and manage it versus taking a product off the market?
I think having that video, it's definitely alarming for families, users, people who have it. But there's about 20,000 treadmill incidents in a year. I mean, some of that might just be abrasions, people falling off and, maybe having a minor injury, not what we saw happen in that video that happened over the weekend. But you do raise a good point, because is it an issue with the Peloton treadmill specifically? Or is it that all treadmills have some risks? And if you have, small children and pets, maybe it should be in a room that can be locked, or maybe there needs to be better software or controls that if there's any resistance to the treadmill, it stops automatically and limits any potential injuries.
We'll see what happens with that. I mean, in my mind, you got to unplug that thing every time you finish using it, especially if you have kids. Carleton, we got through a lot there today. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Bye.